Hey guys, this is Camfrey15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Dragon Ball Super manga chapter review, the final chapter of the year for Dragon Ball Super of the year 2021 as we go into 2022. The Granolah arc, I guess you can say, is heating up with Gas versus Granolah in this chapter. And essentially this chapter just brings back old Dragon Ball elements and stuff like that. To be honest, when I was reading this chapter, the moment I got to the last page, I was like actually shocked. I was like, this was kind of a short chapter, mostly because most of the panels in this chapter were just strictly the fight between Granolah and Gas. So there was very little dialogue. There was some dialogue, but there was some dialogue in there to where it's like, okay, it just updates you of how the feats of power Granolah and Gas were given up, and stuff like that. So it's very interesting to see that whole standpoint. I thought the chapter was solid for the most part, in my opinion. Um, that's kind of it for, in my opinion, in terms of the chapter. So I'm not gonna hate on this chapter too much, like I have done, and as of the last couple of chapters. But the last couple of chapters, I've honestly have liked, and stuff like that. So yeah, but that's kind of it. Other than really like some big integral points, made in this chapter. No, it's kind of a quick read you can get through, and it's like, oh, okay. Anyways, let's get to it. This is Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 79 titled Gas versus Granolah. Now, the start of the chapter actually cuts over to Alec, and we find out that Alec kind of doesn't want to be near the fighting because one, he doesn't want like debris in his wine and stuff like that. Um, and the thing is, we also find out that Alec apparently has one more urgent move he has to make. Now, whatever this move he has to do, that's a lingering plot line. So that's gonna definitely be interesting. Now, I thought Alec would sacrifice some. Now, again, the sacrifice of what Alec, gave away for Gas to be the strongest in the universe, we still don't get that revealed yet. I feel like we're gonna get that revealed maybe next month's chapter or in February. Something's gonna happen. We're gonna get a big revelation. So yeah, and that's gonna be in pertaining to obviously the demand and the stipulation along with the strongest in the universe wish was. Also, we have to wonder, what is this other urgent thing that Alec has to do? Like, it's gonna be very interesting. Is he gonna, you know, maybe try to go get the Dragon Balls again or something like that? Or is it something else, that he's trying to do? We'll just have to find out and everything. So yeah, anyways, we see Maki and Oil try to antagonize and confront Monaito and saying, where's Vegeta? We're not going to let him run away and stuff like that. And Monaito's like, I'm not going to tell you where he went and everything. And obviously Oil's like, okay, then you're just going to get hit. Anyways, we cut over back to Vegeta. He's given the sensu bean to Granolah. He's like, Granolah, eat this here. And Granolah eats the bean and he's back to full strength. And he's like, what the hell is this? And he's like, listen, Vegeta's like, don't waste this chance. Hurry up and go kick that guy's freaking butt that you hate so much and go finish him off once and for all and stuff like that. In the meantime, so because of that, that gets Granolah to get in front of Oil to prevent him from attacking Monaito. He pushes Oil and Maki back into like some debris or some rocks, and stuff like that. And we see that Granola's going to continue his fight or get back in the fight against Gas. Now, before that happens, Monaito's like, here, you might need this. And it's this little eye patch thing that has his communication to Oatmeal, and everything. And Oatmeal kind of says, I don't care if you're the strongest in the universe, you need my support and everything. And Granola's like, yeah, I apologize for what happened. I want you to always back me up and stuff like that. And we see how Oatmeal kind of plays into the fight. So Granolah charges up. He confronts Gas, and he tells Gas, hey, my fight's with you now. So obviously Gas is very entertained. So Gas, he starts a fight by having like these two shields near, essentially on his forearms and everything. And the thing is, one, two, Monkey and Oil are kind of like shocked, like, how the hell is Granolah like 100% healthy again and stuff like that. So they don't know about that. But they have confidence that Gas will beat Granolah. Now we see the fight go on. You know, it's again a unique fighting style from Gas, the fact that he can just summon weapons from some undisclosed space. I don't know, and he can make these weapons and stuff like that. But we see, you know, throughout this fight, even though, you know, Gas is currently the strongest in the universe, we see that Granolah is getting the upper hand on him and everything. And he's actually, you know, taking the fight to him, and it's actually throwing Gas off his game and everything. And you see like some crazy, you know, different types of weapons and stuff like that. Like he even used like Gas even used those ninja like type of shuriken things, not the star shurikens, but like, you know, the ninja knife things like you would probably see in like Naruto or any other show that has ninjas and stuff in it. And the thing that's interesting about Oatmeal is Oatmeal's kind of just, you know, telling Granolah like, hey, you know, this attack is like coming at you like at 3 o'clock. You know, be prepared to freaking dodge or block the attack. And Granolah would obviously get there just in time to block or dodge the attack. And Oatmeal kind of helps him out. And that's the one thing, the dynamic I do like is the fact that Oatmeal is kind of like, you could say, well, stealing this from Spider-Man Homecoming. Go see No Way Home, please. Great movie. That Oatmeal's like his guy in the chair and stuff like that. So yeah, now again, we don't know if Oatmeal still is like some person or some AI unit or something like that. This chapter kind of gives the interpretation like he's some sort of AI unit. If anything, just build into that little eye patch. But hey, he could probably be a person. We don't know this yet, because we have yet to see him and everything. So obviously, you know, almost just saying, hey, listen, do this, and you'll be good and everything. We see this very interesting one attack by Gas he makes. Is like this one, essentially he makes a chain chomp without the chain chomp face and stuff like that. Just have a big old ball attached to a chain and stuff like that. And it looks like, well, it blows up, it then fires more of those ninja shuriken things, but Granolah is able to block all those things and grab them and stuff like that. And that's when Granolah tells Gas, listen, dude, your tricks are not going to work on me, and stuff like that. And obviously Goku and Vegeta are like, Granolah's doing a good job. Not surprised there. And stuff like that. And this is, like I said, this is part of the chapter where Granolah starts to get the upper hand on Gas, and, you know, Gas is actually getting beat, even though he's, you know, clearly supposed to be stronger than Granolah and everything. And that's when we get kind of one Dragon Ball trope where it's the whole thing of, you know, Vegeta says, I think the reason why Granolah is winning is because with Granolah, he was able to master and get better control of this power over a substantial amount of time. Gas recently got this strongest in the universe boost, and he has yet to understand how to use this power probably, and stuff like that. But the thing is, you know, the thing, like, obviously the thing is, you know, we see this one cool thing where these blades and everything that, you know, Gas puts on his hands. But the one thing we see in this whole thing is the fact that Granola's calling out Gas, and he's like, dude, why do you keep using this? Why do you keep using your technique where it just, you summon these weapons out of space or some thin space or something like that? Like, it's not going to work on me and everything. You know, he's like, don't you want to use the new power you wished for, the one you gained? And everything. And we find out from Maki is fact that, well, yes, Gas has the power. The power. The thing is, he wants to beat Gas, or Gas wants to beat Granolah, well, his own way, and that's the way of how he was raised to fight. Essentially, the way he's fighting now with all the calling these weapons out of space, he wants to beat Gas like, or Granolah like that. I'm getting these two guys confused and everything. And stuff like that. That's the thing. So essentially, Gas is strong, a lot stronger than he was. He's just fighting his own way, which is kind of restricting the power he can truly use. So in a way, he's kind of holding back. So the thing is, Granolah goes in for a punch. Freaking Gas charges up. As he's going in the punch, Gas just fires a ki blast or an energy attack at him, and it blows Granolah back and everything. And obviously, this makes Granolah figure out, damn it, you were holding back this entire time and everything. And Gas goes on to say, I consider this a failure on my part. I have hoped to kill you with the techniques I've honed. So essentially, Gas is like, I wanted to kill you with the techniques I've already got accustomed to before I had my power and everything. Anyways, now that Gas is using his new boosted up power, he's clearly dodging attacks that Granola's dishing at him and getting the upper hand on him. Now he goes on to say, we find out that he actually has the instant transmission or the instant teleportation technique as well. And Gas goes on to say, any abilities you've gained now are mine. And he gives Gas a stiff punch to the gut. And it's later confirmed that after this blast, essentially it's confirmed that, well, Gas can now use, my goodness, it's essentially confirmed now that Gas can use Hakai, because Vegeta's like, that was destruction. In other words, Hakai. Listen, at this point, I don't really care. You know, at this point, with the feats these characters are getting, it's like, well, Jesus, we make it so freaking. See, the thing about this is, it pisses me off the fact that, and this is the one thing that kind of pissed me off about this chapter, to be honest, the fact that, oh, now Gas has Hakai too. Okay, I can deal with him having the instant transmission, fine. But I just don't see the difference in just vanishing and having instant teleportation and stuff like that. They're the same literal thing, but okay, fine. But the fact that, well, okay, yeah, Hakai's in his arsenal now, and he can miraculously control it at will, even though it's like his first time using Hakai, and he uses it on Granolah, and Granola's not clearly, destroyed completely. That's the thing. It's like, it makes no sense. Okay, he has Hakai, but should he not, with the fact that he should not be able to learn and know how to control that stuff. He should have, the moment he used Hakai, he should have just, Granolah should have been destroyed, but whatever. Plot. And then two, my whole issue is the fact, like, well, this kind of makes Hakai kind of worthless, because it's like, okay, there's another character that can use Hakai. We see Granolah use Hakai in his battle against Vegeta. Vegeta already knows how to use Hakai. Hell, Goku in the manga, back in the Goku Black arc, if you haven't read the manga past, the Tournament of Power arc, back in the Goku Black arc, in terms of the manga, Goku was using Hakai against Zamasu. So, along with that, and then Toppo obviously has Hakai. All the gods of destruction. So other than the gods of destructions, the mortals we now know that have Hakai are freaking Goku, Vegeta, Toppo, and Granolah and Gas now. So Goku, Vegeta, Granolah, Gas, Toppo. That's 5 people already that we've been introduced within the last couple of arcs that have Hakai. And I'm like, you're kind of killing the point of Hakai and killing the point, making it Vegeta's training kind of worthless then. Not to say that it wasn't positive in any effort, because he got Ultra Ego, but it's like, I'm just making Hakai just, well, a thing to have now. Because Goku can do it well in terms of the manga continuity. If they ever make this some sort of reference to it in the anime, whenever that decides to come out, okay, fine. Yeah, but that's just me. I might be nitpicking a bit, but listen, I don't like the fact that all these characters are just learning Hakai when it took Vegeta several months to essentially hone Hakai and somewhat master it. But these characters can just get a wish and they can do it instantly. Heck, that even kills Toppo's purpose of training with I forgot the clown god of destruction. When he's essentially in preparation to be the next god of destruction of Universe 11. Kills the purpose of him learning Hakai and everything. So, okay. Yeah, anyways, Granolah manages to take the attack. He takes his vest off, typical Dragon Ball trope. No, that means Granola's getting serious and everything. Obviously, Gas, after using Hakai is like, I see how to use this power now. And Granolah gets back up from the ground. He's like, see, I never thought, I knew it. Taking you down wasn't going to be, I never thought taking you down would be that easy and stuff like that. And he goes on to say, well, can't wait to see what you can muster, new strongest in the universe. And we see in this next fight, they're going back and forth and everything. And the thing is, they're using the instant transmission over and over again. But it's established by Goku and Vegeta as the fact that, well, mostly Vegeta is the fact that, he's telling Goku, like, yeah, they both can use the instant transmission, but Granola's using it at a better rate because, well, he's trained. He was better accustomed to this power and everything, so he can use it more efficiently than Gas, who recently did it, and he can, he can't use it to its fullest potential or its fullest strength and everything, because we see that Granolah doing this instant teleportation type of battle, Granola's getting the upper hand on Gas, and Gas is just like barely dodging it, or he's taking hits from Granolah and everything, and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's the whole thing there. Anyways, Gas slams Granolah down. Granolah gets back up. He's got some bruises, but he doesn't look overly badly damaged, and he's given a smirk and everything. And the chapter ends off with Vegeta goes on to say, or Vegeta and Goku, or Goku mentioning like, oh yeah, you're right, Vegeta, he is using it pretty sloppy. And Vegeta goes on to say, if nothing else, Granolah wields it more accurately. And the chapter ends off with Vegeta saying Granolah still has a good enough chance to beat Gas. And we have the chapter, and like I said, with Granolah looking at Gas and a very confident, giving a confident smirk like, okay, I got you now. And in the terms of the Gas panel, Gas is panting breaths, as well as he's got the type of sweat, little drop when it shows in any damn anime where a character is obviously like, okay, shit, I'm backed into a corner, I don't know what to freaking do. So seemingly enough, it seems like even though Gas has this freaking strongest in the universe power, unless he somehow pulls a rabbit out of his ass and has some crazy freaking boost up in power where he untaps his potential he has after getting this boost in power, it's seemingly going to look like Granola's going to win this matchup pretty easily, and stuff like that. And it's kind of the Dragon Ball trope is, okay, yeah, you can have the stronger power level, but the fact that if I have more technique and I have more time spent with my power, I can overcome that threat. It's been a while since we've seen that type of storyline play out, to be honest. Like, it hasn't been like introduced since like damn near early Dragon Ball. Yeah, there's some elements of that type of stuff sprinkled in freaking Super, but they barely do it. Like, we haven't seen that type of trope where it's like, oh, this character is immensely stronger and everything, but it just comes down to strictly technique of where it comes over. Yeah, we see it sprinkled around in Dragon Ball Super, to be honest. Then, in some cases, it's here and there in Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z is morely the thing of, oh, if I'm stronger than you, then I'm gonna win 9 out of 10 times. But it's mostly the whole type of thing. Yeah, you can be stronger than me, but if I have better technique, better skill, then I can still have a good chance to win. And we haven't seen that since literally the original Dragon Ball, which I think a lot of fans personally like the whole thing where it's like, okay, thank goodness. It's at least somewhat, we have some technique involved and some skill involved where, okay, these characters don't have to be abnormally powerful. As long as you maybe have a good enough skill and technique, you have a chance, a fighting chance. I'm personally fine with that. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what's gonna happen next. Like I said, Granolah should win this fight. Again, barring if Toriyama and Toritaru do some BS move where they have Granolah just get our Gas get some sort of BS power up at the last second where it's like, oh, Granola's about to beat Gas and he's got to finish him off, and then Gas is like, I'm done with this shit, and then he powers up and he's immensely stronger than he's ever been before. Typical Dragon Ball trope where it's like, oh, they just can't have the character just have the definite win it and kill the guy and stuff like that. I definitely could see it where maybe Alec gets involved in this situation and stuff like that, and then that's when things turn. The Heaters have to retreat because of it, and then we continue on the next part of the story of this arc. So yeah, and maybe that's when Alec's like, Gas, you need to train with your newfound power, so then you can come back, not only defeat the Saiyans, but defeat Granolah, and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's it. Like I said, I thought this was a solid enough chapter, fine enough. It's fine enough, nothing really groundbreaking. Just a solid enough chapter to take. So yeah, but if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's manga chapter of Dragon Ball Super, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Dragon Ball Super content regarding the manga, or whenever the new movie comes out, I will be talking about it. I'm not going to do any news about the new movie. To be honest, I'm kind of not invested in Dragon Ball Superhero because it doesn't look enticing to me. Mostly just doesn't look enticing to me because the number one thing is a CGI, and it just, I'm not used to it yet. I don't understand why they're using computer graphic images. I don't know why they made this movie CGI. I don't see what's the problem just making this movie again into an animated film. Like, why do we have to have CGI for this one film in Dragon Ball? Like, please, just if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Oh, but we want to do something new. Well, I can see one of the criticisms being this movie where people definitely in the reviews say the CGI is a little bit too wonky for me. Like, it is what it is. And then again, like I said, not a lot of people are sold on this movie like it's gonna be something good or epic. Yeah, it seems like Gohan's gonna be a big part of the film. That's great, but people are just like, it's not the type of Dragon Ball movie I would expect us to get, especially after coming off Dragon Ball Super Broly, which was probably the best thing Dragon Ball Super, in terms of Dragon Ball Super series, we've gotten of the entire run of Super, and is, you know, and things like that. So it's like, just to go to this, it's like, not a lot of people are sold on this. I've seen a lot of comments and I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is going to be a good movie. Some people said this movie's probably not going to be good. It's just going to be probably maybe an average Dragon Ball film. We're like, okay, why? You could have made something more groundbreaking than this. I personally think it's going to be an average Dragon Ball film, if not below average, where, if anything, someone have to make sure I probably go into this movie, not have set my expectations high. I'm probably going to lower my expectations and just be like, it was all right for what it was, you know? So, yeah, but maybe they can convince me whenever I go see it in theaters. I personally don't think this movie is going to be good. I think it's going to be fine, but it's not going to be anything groundbreaking. So yeah, but that's kind of it. Other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. Again, hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Dragon Ball Super content or any other anime content I upload to the channel and stuff like that. And then one plug-in for probably the last time this week, I did review Spider-Man No Way Home on the channel. It is a non-spoiler and spoiler review. If you have seen the movie, or if you haven't seen the movie, you can watch my non-spoiler section. But if you have seen the movie, you can watch the entire video without hesitation. But other than that, again, I'm the guy for. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and have a chance this video. Until then, guys, stay safe out there. Peace.